So I want to do something like this. Have like a file called common that has like common test, and it says and like some global free. I don't have postfix or prefix incrementation yet, but I can do that. And I can print some. Can do that. Okay. Okay. And now basically what I want is mod common time like this. And say common test, right? Common test. Obviously, this API, even though it's not implemented yet, will have namespacing problems. But that's fine. We'll just compile error them out, and maybe I will allow to do what JI does, which is like namespacing and holy fuck. Where is that? Wait, what? Oh, invalid. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so it's very much interesting because it doesn't pop the token somehow. So what this tells me is that I need to just say mixer balance one, right? Right. One sec. Okay, yeah. So basically invalid tokens would not be advanced. Is that the problem? Okay. And now what we need is a hash. So now when we have a hash, we advance, we make a token called directive, maybe directive. And now we just do this. Okay. And now reserved keyword is not a thing here. Okay. Now I probably will say unexpected token directive, although it will crash. Very much weird. Oh, it's because result. Right. So here I would just say token, actually. Or not here. This one is correct, but here. Okay. What I dislike about it is that the token so here basically what I would want is to include the hash in the for like the debug purpose, but not for the string thing. So that's technically just a problem of how I do tokens, because I should mark the position of the token as something separate to the string value or directive value or like identifier value. Whatever. Not that important. Don't have to highlight it. And here, this is basically the same thing. Difference being this is a directive. Okay. Now in Kai Parser, we'll support control flow. Right. I think here I will say result equals parse compiler directive parser. Yeah, F result, then return result. They're not exactly ordered, right? Whatever, I will put it here for now. And this probably might be a bull one. Well, I don't know, but if sir accept directive or sir Lexer, directive would be loud. We don't need the output token. All we do then is we lecture expect token, and we expect a string token basically. Expected a string path load in a load directive, right? As we be like token include a path maybe, right? And now what I will do for now is just Kairos info parser logger path this, and we'll say load me please, I guess. Right now we return 0. Yeah, okay. And yeah, now I don't think this will be then we'll go back to this. And basically here I will say parse oh. Honestly, probably want this at this level. We'll say it here like this. Now, honestly, I need to granularize how parser works, basically. So I'll say on init parser like this, parser ast. Or rather, maybe string xrc. Line. What I like about freeze, I talked about it a few times, but this is matching. Although deinit is more correct technically, I think. So we are not, or I guess sometimes we are freeing memory, but primary purpose is to deinit. Although that's not even a word, but it's, once again, inspiration from JI, basically. Okay, and now Skyra's AST thing should be fine. Parser, parse. Probably this, right? What is it? Kairos AST, probably, right? And then also this is a mess. So its reserved keyword can go on the top. Okay. Parser, parse AST. And now this one can stay probably. Actually. The question is, do we need to return this as a... Shouldn't we rather... Where is this called? Compiler. I mean, that's fine. That's maybe useful. Parser parse. I guess. And here we just need the Kairos AST actually. And do we even need the SRC? Okay, let's actually try to make those. So free parser. Do we actually ever need to free anything from here? Not really. This is not owning anything, so that makes it easier. Now init parser. This is this, right? And now this is to be removed. And now we can make a parser like this, and we can edit it. Parser src AST data arena, right? And a parser parse should return. Okay, boom. Okay. I guess that's fine. Okay. So what now this allows us to do is in parse and this one should probably be a while, right? Since we may do multiple. But weird syntax for that. Okay. And now I think what this needs to do is make a parser, which we init from the path. parser, and this would be load entire file path data. Yeah, we'll clean that up in a sec. The AST is just the parser AST. Like load parser maybe. This will be the parser AST, right? And the data arena is also the data arena. It's not fully clean, I wouldn't say. Not a fun. It's like we are reassigning some variables that shouldn't need to be reassigned. That probably means we would need to split the parser into two tracks. One for actual parsing and one for like owning all the data. Maybe one would be compiler and the other one would be the parser itself. I don't know, honestly. I mean, passing a compiler here maybe wouldn't be bad as an idea. The compiler would be like the whole like root data structure for parsing, and then you'd have those substructures for stages. And it's really annoying to have to like have a logger for every stage, and also I know it's kind of a separate problem anyways, but having a separate copies of data for the same like data arena is like present. A pointer to data arena is present in like every stage as a copy, which is annoying. Not the end of the world in mind. Then I guess we can set other routes through Goofy. Maybe we just re-add panic mod pool to parser. Okay. Now one thing that we need to on the main parser needs to have like a load list, which will be like loaded file. Actually, that's already used. Compiled file. Yeah, one annoying thing. Can't we just reuse the same parser for this instead of making a new one though? Question mark. I mean, no, we can't, because then we would be reinitializing the Lexer, which is what we don't want. If we have made it procedural or yeah, so this is like a no problem because this card feels OP where parser owns the Lexer. So now every time we want to have a new instance of Lexer, we need to make a new parser. And have we had Lexer on the stack, like we should have had in the procedure, I wouldn't have to reinitialize parsers. Right? I think so. Other than the annoying thing is that I would have to pass the Lexer to every fucking function that the parser handles. So that's annoying. It's just the language doesn't support the sensible path by default, and it should have. Whatever. Okay, and now the ignore thing is I have to pass this. So construct ignore. So this is parse. It's the right. This is dumb. This is one letter difference. So now if this is sad, then we say... Oh, actually this is simple because we just say ignore file. Next equals parser ignore files, and we say parser ignore files equals ignore file, like that. Now we just say ignore file name equals file, right? And now here we just iterate over those. And now if parser, so if ignore file name, this, right? And we continue, then we actually return that this is ignoring. And I will add parser add ignore file so it's less confusing. Parser top on. Okay. And now we obviously want this src thing to be push entire file instead. This is so stupid. So I need to push the string to the parser AST arena. Ay. And then I need to push it again. It's the path string add. Okay, and now we can finally do this. And really, I should just use a squad arena here. Oh, no, 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 no. I mean, maybe for the path string. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, and this is parser, ignore files. Buffer too small. What? What has happened here? Actually, I need to make this here. Oh. Yeah, that would make sense. Since I was pushing the entire thing as a copy. Oh, see. We have... It works. And now if I do it twice, I hope it will ignore it. Yeah. Okay, so we have... coding. Now, one problem that you may imagine exists is that it can go forever. So... this is just a problem. So cyclic dependencies is something we need to prevent. So I guess the way we can handle that, we can try to handle that, is by I guess we can just copy them the ignore files thing. This is weird because if they allowed something like this ignore files thing should be shared between all parsers. That's my thinking. So probably what I need to do okay. So maybe I kind of just like how the init thing works with like instead of just being like make parser like this. Maybe that would make more sense, right? Question mark. But then sometimes you want to take a pointer to the parser for something, and then the make method just falls apart. Because then it would be taking a pointer to a stack member, which then gets returned, and the address gets invalidated. So you'd rather not do that. Um. Okay, so I feel like the ignore file list just would be here. Ignore file list. So this is basically what we will be doing is say we'll be moving this somewhere else, and this will be our this will be owned by something external to parser, and it's just gonna be in the function actually. And now what we say here is we add this here and we say like that. Now when we initialize it, this is where we make an ignore file list. Ignore file list like this. And we pass it here. Right. Bit annoying how much we need to add here anyways. Now okay. And now here basically we don't do that anymore. We just get the thing. And now when we go into common and we try to load the test, test Kai, I don't think we'll have a problem anymore. We do still have a problem, but that's kind of expected. And I think the way to fix it easily is just move this parser add ignore file to init parser. Like this. Yeah, that is much required. Maybe we even did that. Now that makes it easier because now all we need to pass it is the path string. Maybe even what I pass it is the path on, right? Now I'll make the parser on the string. And the reason for that is so I can pass it here. Yeah, so now instead of doing src like this, oh, that's potentially annoying, but I'll just do this instead. Yeah, so we no longer have SRC. Ah, Jesus. Makes it annoying. Yeah, I suspected that, honestly, but what can you do? Path SRC. Yeah, that gets annoying. Really, the AFC shouldn't hold an arena. That's dumb. I don't know, man. We'll see. Okay, this needs to be like this. This can just be path out, I guess. Makes it annoying. Anyways. Okay, we work now. And now when I say common test few times, and I also go to common and say some global, print some global. Okay. And now in test, I would actually want to print numbers 3 maybe. So we'll say numbers 3. And I also want my global, or what was the name? My var. My var. I'm curious if that worked correctly. Technically, globals are late bound, so it should. It does work. Holy fuck. We have proper loading. That's fucking great. So we'll say Proper file importing works fine bidirectionally. Yeah, and the reason it works fine is because we have late binding. So that means no matter which way we load the AST, it should still parse as long as the rules are correct. But they will still need to improve safety regarding use of globals before their initialization. Because that's right now possible, and that's really bad. Okay. And yeah, it's really good. Allow importing of other files using hash load file name Kai, right? And I will maybe state that works psi works bidirectionally back to late binding. Cyclic or multiple and one file will never be included more than once due to cyclic depend. As long as there are no cyclic variable dependencies. Cyclic file dependency is permitted. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm a bit worried about the architecture of this. Would really prefer to not have to clone things so many times. Maybe what I should do here is really what the parser needs to own is the lexer. Is the logger could just be a pointer, and they could all parsers could share the same logger. Although maybe the way that's done is maybe it should have like a file path, right? String path. Is that easy? How difficult is that? That's my question. So here we can add path easily. Here we need path here. That shouldn't be bad. That is a temporary one, doesn't matter. Yeah, we can add it here. And then one thing I should consider is casing file names, because we should probably assume that we are case insensitive, as which means that we would treat like a all caps name the same as non-caps name or whatever. That way, no matter what operating system you're on, it wouldn't include the same file accidentally. Saproshi. I'm about to end. I'm just adding support for last feature. And now here, this is also nothing. Oh. And now in the logger, I can add here. We'll say an F. And now here, if maybe I do this, print F here, and now if logger have size, let's say, right? That's when I would say printf space percent dot star s. Reset format string logger. Sorry, string format. Okay. Oh, and we need a space here. We'll do it like this. Okay, let's now make some weird error, right? It should say test.chi, right? I don't know if the placement of that is great. Maybe it should be after error.
Okay, this looks better. Although maybe... Maybe I just say this. I feel like yellow would be the color. Yeah. That works for me. Anyways, I gotta go. But this is a nice setup feature. I will post this in a sec, and yeah.